Hi, I'm John. In this video, I wanted to show you how somebody in a wheelchair could get access to operating one of these machines. This is a Cat Mini Excavator. This model is a 303.5. The beauty of a machine like this, it is all hand controls. So even though you see a couple foot pedals there, these longer joysticks make it so you can operate with your hand. You operate the bucket, the boom, everything, the swivel, the tracks can all be operated by joysticks that's provided by Cat. It's not a special order machine, it's just the way most Cat mini excavators are. So the problem I had was, how am I going to get this high to get into the machine? And so what I decided to do was, if I could get a ramp and build a platform this tall, I could transfer straight across just like you would transfer into a car. So, resolution. I found this ramp on Facebook. You'll find many ramps like this on the internet where somebody no longer needs it and they just want to get rid of it. So you should be able to find a ramp like this online for anywhere from $300 to $500. This ramp has a big platform. Now in this case, the ramp isn't quite long enough for me, so it's very steep. This is about a 10-degree angle. You really don't want much more than, well, if you have trouble pushing, 3-degree would be what you would require, but if this ramp was say 6 or 8 feet longer, it'd make a big difference. But you know, I'm only going to go up it a couple of times to get onto the ramp. And this ramp had to be at the same height as what the start of the excavator was. So what I'm going to do is have someone pull the excavator around and face it to this side of the machine, and that way I'm going to go up the ramp, come onto the platform, and then just transfer right into the excavator, no different than what you would if you were transferring into a car or a vehicle. So let's go ahead and get that excavator put into position, and we'll do the transfer over. Okay, so here I am now up on top of the platform, and I had the excavator pulled up, and this is where it would just stay parked if I was just going to keep it here so I could get on and off of it just regularly. So now you can see we can only get so close. And that's okay though, because the front wheels can sit down in this gap, and my footrest will rest right here. That'll keep the chair from falling down in. The nice thing on a mini excavator, there's so many things to grab a hold of whenever you go to do your transfer. So this stick here comes down to operate. So to transfer in, we just lift that stick, gets it out of the way, and makes it a nice clear opening. So now this transfer is going to be one of the easier transfers to make. Just going to put my feet over to here and let my footrest rest on the bottom of the excavator floorboard. And I just have plenty to grab a hold of and just position my feet so that I can pivot right over. So just transfer right over like this. Now that I'm on, position my legs. And then just put the chair off to the side and hope that it's there when you come back. So now that I'm in the excavator, put the arm down, I'm ready to operate the excavator. All the joystick controls right here by hand. This is going to raise and lower the blade in the back. This is what's going to travel the excavator forward and backward. And this is going to operate the boom and the arm and the bucket so that I can dig. So it's a great option. If you have the ability to get on to an excavator, just know that even being a paraplegic, you can still operate it. Now, getting off of the excavator, really simple, just the opposite of what we just did. Bring the chair over. And the way this platform being even with the platform of the floorboard makes it such an easy transfer. So the key thing is always make sure your feet are not going to get stuck whenever you make your pivot or your transfer. You want your legs to be able to, or your feet to be able to twist. Otherwise, you're going to do some damage to a leg. So get your feet positioned to where they can twist. Get the chair to where it's solid. On this chair I don't have brakes, but if you did have brakes, I'd suggest go ahead and put them on. And I'm just going to reach backward and grab a hold of this with my right hand, here with my left, or here with my left, and make the transfer over. So the boom's up, or the control's up out of the way. And I'm going to have to lean forward to get out of the way of this arm. Transfer over. So you see how easy that is once you get the platform and get up to this height. Now, I have been out in this before and been out in the field and needed to get out of it. If you didn't have a platform you needed to get out, it's not so hard because it's a down transfer. And what I've done is I've just spun the turret to where this is, the opening is right here. Had somebody sit the wheelchair down, I would get from this seat to here, and then from here down to the chair. However, I've just gotten too old to make that the opposite direction. So hopefully this video helps you. If you see that you have a need for using and operating a mini excavator, you do have the ability, just so you can get access to it with a ramp like this.